Today on Retro Sessions, I'm finally caught up with all the unboxings. It's the October 2016 Video Games Monthly Subscription Box, and I haven't even opened it yet. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this episode of Retro Sessions. Today I'm finally bringing the unboxings to a temporary end as I crack open the October 2016 Video Games Monthly Subscription Box. Now I wanted to get to this one and get it out of the way so that I can actually start recording some games for you guys, but this came in the mail yesterday. It's still sealed, and I thought it might be fun to crack it open without any idea of what's in the box. I will say, it feels a little heavier than usual. Maybe there's some really cool stuff inside. I don't know, but I'm really excited to find out, and we'll find out together, I suppose. So, as you can see here, we have a very much sealed priority mail flat rate envelope from the U.S. Postal Service. This is literally the first time that I'm opening this up. Let's do it. And there we have it. The magical box. VideoGamesMonthly.com. Let's see what's inside. Now, at some point I am going to have to switch to a front-facing view, so here we go. Alright, so far, from what I can see here, I already like this. I don't know if I can get a good angle of this here, but we do have a 1 up here. This is the least number of ups that I've received thus far, but let's see what games there are. Maybe that'll change things up a bit. And, got a thank you note with my name on it. How cool is that? Alright, diving in. Well, let's talk about the little bonus thing first. Okay, so this lights up. Oh, that's loud. I don't know if my cat's going to like this. But how cool is that? It says Video Games Monthly on it, on the side. And a little red light. That'll be fun to play with. Alright, so let's take a look at the top game. As you can see here, we got some bubble wrap protecting everything, and I already see some goodies in the background here, but I'm going to do this in order. We have Mortal Kombat Armageddon for the Xbox. Man, it's been a long time since I've played a Mortal Kombat game, and I loved Mortal Kombat when I was younger. Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. This is in great shape. It's got the manual and everything here. My Xbox isn't connected at the moment, but I have some great games for it, and I'm looking forward to firing them up. And just kind of looking through the list here. Man, there's a lot of characters. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little shiny, but that looks impressive. This will be fun. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game in forever. I don't know if this one's any good, but I am looking forward to firing this up. Fighting games and me, that's a good time. Absolutely. So, Mortal Kombat, Armageddon, the original Xbox. Back to the box again. We are getting another Nintendo 64 game here. Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I remember when this came out. This is a game that really made me want to buy a Nintendo 64. I'm excited to have a copy of this. This game is going to be a lot of fun to play. I think it's probably going to be better than the Episode 1 Racer, although I got a little bit of enjoyment out of that. Player's Choice Edition Million Seller. There's a little sticker there. It's like the Nintendo seal of quality, which doesn't really mean anything anymore. Anyway, this is going to be a welcome addition to my library. This is something that I had on my wish list, too, if I'm not mistaken. I put a bunch of Star Wars games on the wish list that I sent them, and I'm going to scratch this one off. So, awesome, awesome. Very happy about this one. Hitting up the box again here. Looks like we got a couple Super Famicom games. This is interesting. Got a copy of Bahamut Lagoon by Squaresoft. If you've never seen a Super Famicom game, these are very interesting. They do have a different shape. Notice the outer curve to them rather than the indentation that the American releases have. So this is very cool. I don't know if this is going to be in English or Japanese. It's kind of a mixed bag when it comes to these sorts of releases. With the RPGs, generally speaking, they are in Japanese, so it may be a little bit difficult to play. That said, I'm really excited. I've never even heard of this game. I'm assuming it's an RPG. It's by Square. I could be wrong. I gotta do a little bit of research on this. The other thing is I have to mod my Super Nintendo to accept these cartridges. So that's an easy thing to do from what I understand, but it is something that will need to be done. Sticking with the hype train of the Super Famicom, we have Dragon Quest V, another RPG. I'm looking forward to this. I've never played a Dragon Quest game. The series is pretty legendary. Almost on par with Final Fantasy, I would say. So this should be a lot of fun, and again, I'm pretty certain there's going to be a language barrier there. But if the gameplay is good enough, it won't matter. I can look up the translations online. That's no big deal. So this will be fun. I really do need to get around modding my my Super Nintendo, I guess. Now, they seem to be into really sending me wrestling games lately, and I'm totally cool with that. Here's a copy of Super WrestleMania for the Super Nintendo. This is the first Super NES game that I've gotten from them. I'm excited about it. This is something that was also on my wish list. I'm a little bummed out. The label's a little bit beat up, but that's okay. If I can find a better copy, I'll replace it, and then I can turn around and sell this one online. This is a game that, man, I haven't played in a long, long time. So I'm looking forward to firing it up again. Everything else looks to be in good condition here. I don't see that there's any damage or anything to the cartridge. It just looks like the label itself is beat. And that's an easy fix. You know, we can kind of clean up everything here and just keep an eye out for a better copy. No big deal. This is not a hard game to find. And finally, a copy of Gran Turismo 2 for the original PlayStation. This is a game that scares me a little bit. When you have racing sims like this, these games can be really, really involved and very, very time-consuming. That being said, this is supposed to be one of the greatest racing games ever made. My buddy Damien used to play this game a lot, and he would tweak everything possible. This has 2 discs. There's a simulation mode and an arcade mode, and the manual is here as well, too. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between the 2 modes is. All new rally racing. You see that? There we go. So that's kind of cool. Case looks like it's in good shape minus the stickers, but I could take a heat gun to that and get those off. Manual is complete. Everything here. That's also in good shape. Somebody definitely read this, but they also took care of it. So that's perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. This will be interesting. I'm terrible at racing games. We'll find out. So all in all, I'd say this was a pretty good box. I'm really excited about the cartridge games. I've gotten a lot of disc games from them so far. This is the first time that I've gotten more cartridges than discs. I'm very excited about Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. I'm really curious to see how these Super Famicom games are going to turn out, and I'm looking forward to firing up Super WrestleMania for the first time too. So I think quality of this box is very good. I'm excited to play a lot of these games and give them a shot for the first time. Now, as always, with all of my unboxings, it is important to note that Video Games Monthly is not a sponsor of the show. I paid for their product, and I wanted to share with you guys what I got in the mail. I like to unbox things. I like to watch unboxings, and hopefully this will help you guys make a decision if you're on the fence of subscribing to the product. Check out their website, videogamesmonthly.com, if you are interested in subscribing to their service. I think they have a pretty good service that they're offering people, and I think it's worth your time to check out. Follow me on Instagram @RetroSessions, or follow me on Twitter @retro_sessions. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Later, everybody.